You know the ones I'm talking about, right? You're scrolling through listings and then bam, there it is. The perfect house for a price that just seems off. So what's the deal when a deal looks too good to be true? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down. Okay, so let's get specific. You find a house and it's priced a whopping 30% below the neighborhood average. I mean, it looks like an absolute steal. But hold on a second. Your first thought shouldn't be, I'm about to get rich. It should be this. Why in the world has nobody else snapped this up yet? And right there, that's the multi-million-dollar question, isn't it? Every single one of these deals is either a gold mine or a money pit. There's really no in between. Is this thing a diamond in the rough, or is it a total nightmare that's gonna suck your wallet and your will to live completely dry? The real skill is knowing how to tell which is which before you sign on the dotted line. All right, section 1. Let's talk about spotting those hidden dangers. Because here's the thing you gotta remember. That cheap price tag, it's not a friendly discount. Nope, it's a warning sign. It's basically screaming that there are some big, expensive problems hiding somewhere you can't see. Okay, red flag number 1, and this is the big one. Foundation and structural failures. You would be amazed what a fresh coat of paint can cover up. It's like makeup for a house, right? You walk in, see a nice, clean basement and think, great. But underneath that paint, you could have nightmare cracks and water stains that signal a total foundation meltdown. And this is where that so-called deal gets really expensive really fast. You can't just slap some spackle on a bad foundation. We are talking about a potential $30,000 plus repair bill. Just think about that. One single problem like this and poof, your entire profit margin is gone, vanished. Next up, red flag number 2, non-permitted work. Oh man, this is a legal minefield. So the last owner put in this awesome new bathroom or finished the basement, right? But they decided to, skip all that boring permit paperwork. Well, guess what? The city can find out and they can force you, the brand new owner, to tear the whole thing down on your dime. The lesson here is simple, folks. Always, always check those official city records before you do anything. Okay, red flag number 3. This one is all about decoding the real estate lingo. You ever see a listing that calls the area an emerging neighborhood or up and coming? You gotta be super careful. That is often just marketing code for nobody wants to live here right now, and you're gonna have a really hard time selling this place later for a profit. And look, the numbers don't lie. This is just crazy. In those weak demand zip codes, the failure rate for flipping a house can exceed 50%. That is literally a coin flip. Would you bet hundreds of thousands of dollars on a coin flip? I didn't think so. So you're probably thinking, this sounds absolutely terrifying. With all these traps, how can anyone invest with confidence? Well, that brings us to section 2. You need a system, a tool, something that cuts through the emotion and the bad math. You need a financial North Star to guide you. And here it is. This is the secret weapon that experienced flippers use. It's called the 70% rule. And let me be clear, this isn't just a friendly guideline or a suggestion. It's a hard and fast formula that tells you the absolute maximum price you should ever offer on a property, period. So how does this magic rule work? Simple. You're trying to find your MAO, your maximum allowable offer. First, you figure out the ARV, or after repair value. That's what the house will be worth when you're all done fixing it up. You take 70% of that number, then you subtract what you think the repairs are going to cost. The other 30%? That's your cushion. That's your profit, your closing costs, and your oops, we found another problem fund. Let's put some real numbers on it. Let's say the fixed up house, the ARV, is going to be worth $500,000, okay? 70% of that is $350,000. Now, you get an estimate that repairs are going to run about $80,000. So you take $350, subtract 80, and you're left with $270,000. That is your max offer. If they want $271, you say thank you, but no thank you, and you walk away. No emotion, just math. But listen, even with the perfect formula, getting the price right is only step 1, especially in this market. It's not enough to just buy low anymore. That's the old game. The new game, the way you win today, it's all about discipline. Look, the market has changed. The days of buying any old house, splashing some gray paint on the walls, and walking away with $100,000 in profit are over. The winners in today's game are the ones who have what we call operational discipline. It means running your renovation like a military operation with total, ruthless efficiency. So what does that actually look like?
Well, first, it means you have a super detailed plan, a scope of work before you even hire a single contractor. Second, you put your money where it counts, high return upgrades like kitchens and bathrooms. But most important, you have to tackle the invisible quality first, the plumbing, the electrical, the stuff behind the walls. Get that right before you even think about picking out new countertops.
And here's another huge piece of that discipline puzzle, being brutally honest about your timeline. Let me give you a little reality check. Most newbies think, oh yeah, I can get this done in 3 months. Easy. The actual real-world average, 164 days. That is way, way closer to 6 months than 3.
And trust me, that delay isn't just an annoyance, it's a profit killer. Every single day your project runs late, you're bleeding cash. We call them holding costs. That's your mortgage payment, your insurance, your taxes, your utility bills. It's a slow, steady drain that eats away at your bottom line every single month. So let's wrap this all up. What's the final takeaway here? It's this. The game has completely changed. The Wild West days of just buying something and hoping for the best are long gone. To win now, you have to go back to the fundamentals. It's about the numbers, it's about disciplined execution, and honestly, it's about having a healthy dose of skepticism. Because in the end, it all boils down to this one simple, powerful question. The next time you see that deal that seems too good to be true, you need to stop, take a breath, and ask yourself, am I about to buy a great investment, or am I just buying someone else's expensive problem? Your answer to that question will make all the difference in the world.